Watch the leftist mayor of Denver, Colorado apologize and seemingly backtrack on some previous promises he made to harbor illegal immigration in this great new clip. Guys, this is great. I think you're going to like it. Now, we have some good context before this too that you're going to enjoy with the border czar and how he is not messing around, all right? He points out very clearly that it is a crime to assist with illegal immigration in the United States, and he will not put up with it for a single second. And you know what? We love that, folks. We really do. So we're going to get right into it, and it's going to be a lot of fun. But first, everybody, do me a big favor here. Like our video and share it around so we can keep bringing you guys this great hard-hitting content. And for those of you who have subscribed, thank you so much. Welcome back. We love you. As always, everybody, I'm your host, Darian, and this is Resist the Mainstream.
You heard this mayor out there in Colorado. I want to get your reaction to it. And I want you to be clear about who has jurisdiction, the federal government or state and local governments. And if you're a sanctuary state or city, are you breaking the law?
You're absolutely breaking law. All you have to do is look at Arizona versus U.S. You'll see these breaking law. But look, me and the Denver mayor, we agree on one thing. He's willing to go to jail. I'm willing to put him in jail. Because there's a statute. It's Title 8 United States Code 1324 III. And what it says is, it's a felony if you knowingly harbor and conceal an illegal alien from immigration authorities. It's also a felony to impede a federal law enforcement officer. So if we don't want to help, that's fine. He can get the hell out of the way. But we're going to go do the job. President Trump has a mandate for American people. We got to secure this country. We got to save American lives. And I find it shocking that any mayor of a city would say, President Trump's been clear. We want to concentrate on public safety threats and national security threats. I find it hard to believe that any mayor or governor would say they don't want public safety threats removed from their neighborhoods. I mean, I don't know what the hell is going on in Denver, but we're going to go and we're going to fix it. If you don't want to fix it, if you don't want to protect his communities, President Trump and ICE will.
I love it. To Homan's point, you also have the supremacy clause of the Constitution, which says that federal law supersedes state law whenever there's any kind of conflict. So even if the Democrats change the law and make it legal to let illegal immigrants run rampant in the United States, federal law still prevails. And for that citation of where the supremacy law clause is, it is Article 6, Section 2. So you can point that out to a liberal whenever they try to sit here and tell you that sanctuary cities are legal or something. We have to do that. Nah, bullshit. No, we don't. And in fact, people should go to prison for trying to act like that's okay, or rather for enforcing that, all right? We believe in free speech here, folks, okay? We believe in free speech. Now, let's see a little bit more from Homan and see just how heinous it is what the Democrats are doing with their pro-illegal immigration agenda. It's really sick.
You know, Laura, a lot of people ask me why I get so emotional when I do Fox News and why I scream at members of Congress. Because I've seen so much tragedy. I've talked to hundreds of angels and moms and dads who buried their children because they're killed by illegal alien. This is the latest. You know, I've talked to little girls as young as 9 years old that were raped multiple times by members of cartel. When you look in her eyes and everything innocent and pure has been ripped from her soul, and her life will never be the same. I mean, it's just, I'm tired of it. And the government failed the Lake and Riley family. Not only, if President Trump was president, he'd be sitting in Mexico in the Remain in Mexico program. And if he did get to New York and he was arrested for injury to a child in New York, ICE would be able to arrest him because the priorities under Trump were if you're in the country illegally, you're a target. But because Secretary Mayorkas put the priorities so low, even the injury to the child didn't meet the standards, so ICE could even place a detainer on him. So this...
You know what makes it even more despicable, and that's insult to the injury of this horror that happened to Lake and Riley and her family. The Biden-Harris administration funded that piece of shit's plane flight in the United States, all right? And yeah, I'm actually pissed about that. These sickos, these demons, they paid for this monster to travel in our country and funded his flight to Georgia, where he then went and committed that disgusting crime he did against that innocent girl. And she's not the only example, all right? There are others. And to those leftists who will sit there and smugly laugh at this and say, oh, well, you know, it's only a small percentage of people who are committing these crimes. So actually, you're lying by even talking about it. You know what? All right, I am sick of this small percentage of crimes. If we hadn't let them into this country illegally in the first place, guess what? That crime never would have happened. I don't care if it was one crime, 10 crimes, 100, 1,000, it doesn't matter. The number is irrelevant. We should protect our people at all costs. Let's go back to the clip.
This is purely, it could have been prevented. This young lady's dead. And I want every mayor, every governor of a sanctuary jurisdiction to listen to that tape, listen to this young girl fight for her life, fight for her breath, trying to survive, terrified. Think of I want you to understand what she went through. Like the 9-year-old boy, the 5-year-old boy in the back of the tractor trailer that I held, I found him dead, that baked to death. I thought about what the last hour of his life was like. You need to listen to this tape. And for those governors and mayors that are saying they're going to stop Tom Homan, they're going to stop President Trump, shame on you. Your responsibility is protect your communities, and that's what we want to do, is protect your community.
Amen. Amen. I love the impassioned rant, and now this is going to be good, guys. I want you to see how the Denver mayor acted after all of this went down, where Homan over here said, you keep this up, we're going to throw you in a cell. All right, we're not playing around. A lot of people say, oh, it's just talk. He doesn't mean it. And, you know, whether or not that's true, it led to this result. So check this out.
Ask you very specifically, are you open to sending Denver police officers to the county line to stop federal forces or National Guardsmen from other states from coming into Denver?
We have no plan to do that. And we really hope that we don't ever have to do that. I think
no plan, but are you open to it?
What we're going to do right now is, you know, it's hard to keep an eye on what the future president actually plans to do and what the proposal actually is.
It sounds to me like you're walking back the comments from a couple days ago saying that you would be willing to send Denver police officers. Do you regret making those comments and now getting questions like this?
Would I have taken it back if I could? Yes, I probably wouldn't have used that image, because that's an image I hope we can avoid. What I was trying to say is this is an outcome I hope we can avoid in this country. I think none of us want that.
You talk about civil disobedience. You've mentioned that a couple of times now. Would you be willing to participate in those as the mayor of Denver? Would you be willing to go out and protest these things?
I would. If I believe that our residents are having their rights violated, if I think things are happening that are illegal or immoral or un-American in our city, I would certainly protest it. And I would expect other residents would do the same.
Trump.
What a hero. You notice how much he talks like a politician? It's like, oh, well, you know, I kind of said this, but I really mean just a little bit of that, and also this and that. Dude doesn't even know what he believes. You know, it's like stand in the middle, you're going to get hit by a truck, bro. You know, you're either fully in or you're fully out. It sounds like you're kind of partially in. It's not going to go well for you, dude. I mean, you already know the right doesn't like you, okay? That goes without saying, but mark my words, I think this guy's going to have some trouble with the far lefties in due time. You'll see.
I expect other residents would do the same.
Trump's new border czar, Tom Homan, has said that he is willing to arrest leaders like yourself for standing in the way of these policies that they want to enact.
Nice.
Would you be willing to go to jail for these things?
Yeah, I'm not afraid of that. And I'm also not seeking that. I think the goal is we want to be able to negotiate with reasonable people how to solve hard problems.
You would encourage people to protest?
I think we're going to look at every option. But yeah, I don't think that there are, I talked to some high school kids this week who were terrified about this. I don't think those kids are going to stand there and watch 3 of their classmates get pulled out of a history class with the other 27 stand by and do nothing. I don't think that's what Denverites or Americans would do in this context at all.
What is your line?
So in other words, he doesn't want to go to jail. He's not afraid of it, but he also doesn't want to do it. And he's not going to seek that. He's not going to prevent the deportations. But, you know, hey, you high school kids, yeah, you go ahead and fight with the feds. You deal with them yourselves, you know? I think he'll do a good job at it, but just leave me out of it. That's basically what he's saying. He's trying to spin it off as some kind of inspirational message about, I don't know, brotherhood in the United States or something. It's so cringy, guys. This guy's cooked, okay? It's over.
What is your line where you say, yes, I support these deportations, and no, I don't support these other ones?
Yeah, I think our line is clear. We think if you are a violent criminal that is committing serious crimes like murder or rape in Denver, you should be prosecuted to the full extent of the law and you should be deported.
You know, I have to say, I enjoyed that. I am going to have to do a little victory lap, I think, because it is so funny seeing a blue city mayor quiver and shake after what they've done. And let's not forget, this guy is no cupcake, all right? This Denver mayor here, he allowed for Venezuelan gangs to take over his city, all right? Armed ones. They took over, They took over apartment complexes in his city. And instead of actually addressing it or trying to stop it, he just sat there and gaslit the American people and said, oh, this isn't happening. It's fake news from the right. While it was going on. I mean, really nasty stuff. So it's nice to see this guy get a little scared. You know, I think big things are coming his way and he's not going to like it. But what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. We really appreciate it. And we'll see you all again soon. God bless.